Before we begin, let me ask you something. What if someone you knew walked out of their home one day and never came back? No message, no warning, no explanation, no clues, no evidence, nothing, just gone. As if they had disappeared from the face of the earth. It sounds impossible, but it happens. Every single year, thousands of people vanish. Some are found, some return, but many are never seen again. No trace, no answers, no closure, just silence. And questions. Questions that remain unanswered for years, sometimes forever. One of the most famous cases is Amelia Earhart, a pilot, an explorer, a legend. She attempted to fly around the world, a journey that would make history. But somewhere over the ocean, she vanished. No confirmed wreckage, no final message, only silence. Search teams looked everywhere, but nothing was found. And to this day, no one knows exactly what happened. But Amelia Earhart is not alone, because there are thousands of cases where people disappear without a trace. Some vanish in nature, deep forests, mountains, oceans, places where survival is difficult, and where the environment itself can erase evidence. One of the most mysterious regions is the Bermuda Triangle, an area where ships and planes have disappeared under strange circumstances. No signals, no debris, just gone. Some believe it is natural. Others think there is something more. But the truth is, we don't know. And that uncertainty is what makes it so disturbing. Because when there is no explanation, the mind begins to imagine. And sometimes, the unknown is more terrifying than the truth. But not all disappearances happen in remote places. Some happen in cities, in public, in places filled with people. Imagine this. A person walks down a street. Cars pass. People talk. Everything seems normal. And then, they're gone. No one sees anything. No one hears anything. No signs. Just disappearance. One such case is Maura Murray, a young student, driving at night. Her car crashed. Witnesses saw her, spoke to her. Everything seemed fine. But minutes later, she was gone. No footprints, no trail, no explanation. Years passed. Still no answer. And cases like this are not rare. They happen more often than people think. Some disappearances are voluntary. People who choose to vanish, to leave everything behind, their identity, their past, their life. In Japan, there is a term for this, jahatsu. It means evaporated people, individuals who disappear on purpose, to escape pressure, debt, expectations. They start new lives, somewhere else, unknown, invisible. But even in those cases, there is a reason, a decision, a cause. What makes the other cases terrifying is the lack of reason. No explanation, no logic, no pattern, just disappearance. And that's where things become unsettling. Because when there is no answer, we are left with possibilities. Possibilities we cannot prove and cannot ignore. Some believe in accidents. Some believe in crime. Some believe in psychological breakdown. But there are cases where none of these fit. Cases where everything seems normal, until suddenly it isn't. And in those moments, reality feels fragile, uncertain, unpredictable. Because if someone can disappear like that, what does that say about the world? About safety? About control? Maybe we understand less than we think. Maybe there are things happening we cannot fully explain. And maybe some mysteries will never be solved. Because time passes, evidence disappears, memories fade, and eventually the trail goes cold, leaving behind only questions and silence. Families wait. Days turn into months. Months turn into years. And still, no answers. Only hope. Hope that one day the truth will be known. But sometimes that day never comes. Disappearances remind us how fragile life is. How quickly everything can change. How something normal can become something terrifying in just a moment. And maybe that's the most disturbing part. Not the mystery itself, but the realization that it could happen to anyone, anywhere, at any time. And no one would know why. And no one could stop it. And no one could explain it. And that is what makes these stories so powerful. Because they are real, and they are happening right now. Somewhere in the world, someone is walking alone. Someone is driving home. Someone is living a normal day. And no one knows if it will be their last. Because sometimes there is no warning, no sign, no reason, just disappear.